the average close price varies between, we don't have an exact data of that. So what we'll do is we'll come back here on this price analysis, right? So we'll come here. We will not be able to because this window is here. So let's click no. It varies between something like, draw your judgment, 9.5, 950 until slightly above, no, not 950, actually it's greater than 1000. So it should be around 1250 or 1150 to 13 or 1450. Between 1150 to 1350. The trend line, where does the trend line come to exactly? On most occasions, the upward trend line. It is upward moving, the upward trend line. Upward trend line shows this, brings the average price closer to, shows that the price could go up to 1500 or higher. Okay, that is how this close price appears to be. So I click OK here. This is here. I'll click on this. I'll move it over here. And then we'll have to juggle this a bit. Close price data. Again, even in case of the open price, we are seeing something that's similar here, right? On the different dates, we are seeing different pattern. Having said that, the average close price of each day can vary usually. So if you were to ask me that, okay, let's conduct the analysis for the odd days or even days, or the days which are only Fridays or Mondays, then we have to rearrange the data accordingly. Okay, and then we'll conduct that kind of analysis. So that has to be, all that has to be worked out entirely as a project perspective. So that is a separate task altogether, which we'll cover as projects. But out here in this case, what I'll do is I'll cover only how you all should be working and, like, creating a storyboard. That's it. There is not much of the work that you'll need to do on the other things. This is how we created a storyboard for the close price data analysis of Tech Mahindra script. This is actually not close price. This is the only close price. There are other prices also. So let's rename this actually. Okay, price data analysis. That was what the original heading was. And we'll keep it left aligned. Click OK. Oh no, let's keep it center aligned. That's the button for center aligned. That's for insert your workbook name, full name, username. And that is the font type. Let's say alignment. Let's keep it center aligned. Click OK. You can reduce this size from 14 to say 12. Can be, yeah, this should be left aligned. And I click OK. It shows 14, is it? Let us change this to 11. Why does it show it as, this has to be changed. It's not changing, is it? No, that has, no, yeah, that is, okay, now let us change it. That seems better. So now we can change it. Okay, so that is how your analysis for the closing price looks like. Accordingly, we can also create the analysis for the high price or the low price or the open price. Okay, here we have the sum of the average close prices. What we can also do is, if we come to this, okay, if you click on view data, are there any aliases that it needs to show? No. If you go on the summary, that is your full data, right? Number of trades and everything. If we want, okay, we can add some of this data also in the analysis, but that is not what we are doing right now. Okay, as of now, we are performing analysis only on the opening, closing, high and low prices. That's it. So I'll close this window, and this change that we have, the story that we have added over here, we'll just save it quickly, clicking on save. Okay, additionally, what more can we do is, now this is on the story, that is on the first storyboard. Okay, now let's move on the second storyboard. On the second storyboard, we have this price analysis that we had performed. Okay, now let us do some quantity analysis. So minimum close spread that we are seeing here, that varies. For high and low it is 9.35, close open is minus 5.75. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll add, let us come back here and drag a text. Minimum spread open close is minus 5.15 and this is 9.35. Open close is minus 5.57.15 and this is 9.35. Okay, let us see if we can remember it. Minimum spread for open close is equal to 57 minus 57.15 and minimum spread for high and low equal to how much? 9.35. Right? You can reduce the font size over here. I'll make it 11 and that looks okay. And I click OK. So that is the story that you are creating for this particular worksheet in this dashboard. Likewise, you can create a story over here for equity segment. So what do we see here? The minimum and the maximum, minimum, high, low and open prices. The spread, or like how do I put it, 950 and 915. So that is for the entire equity segment. What do we see in terms of value? Okay, for the value, the high or the low prices that we are seeing, okay, high and the low price that we see varies from 915 to 950. If we come back here, drag down on this side, what do we see? The total delivery quantity is 10,150 at these prices, and the total turnover it generates is what? 100,000 million, 53 billion. Okay. So that is the equity segment total turnover. So that is how you will come here and add your text. The minimum, high and low prices vary between 915 to 950. Click OK. That is 14. Let's change it to what? 11. The Tableau book, standard Tableau book format, and I click OK here. Right. So this is how you can, and if you click on this, you can create a floating order, bring forward, bring back, send to back, send forward. You'll also format the board and edit the description. This is how your overall dashboard will look like. And then you can also write a few points over here on your data analysis, the price analysis out here. This is how you'll be performing the name of this file will be what? Creation of storyboard. Creation of story. Save it. Continue with some additional example on this is what? This is the quality turnover. Yeah, this price. This is the dashboard that we analyzed. There is an equity segment analysis. Okay.